England and to America, and I did some modifications in the last save for this file, for this project, and let me run it for a second. Let's see. We are looking here in the LED matrix display, and if I'm toggling, we can see letter A. And then again, letter A is repeating itself. And again, still the same letter A. Okay, so you get it. You get it. Every time it's cycling through, is counting from 1 to 7 or dividing, whatever, is passing through all this, is cycling all these lines. All right, and putting a bit per column. So it's assigning a bit per each of the 5 columns. And this is what basically is doing right now. What I really want, is to switch the addresses and on each address to be a single character. And I took a break. I realized what the real problem is, and it is a big problem actually, especially here in software, because I don't really know how to do it yet. But if I will figure it out, I will post it in the next movie. But so far, I understand very clearly the problem, what it is, and what should be the resolution of it. My friend here, Mr. Marconi. This is Mr. Marconi. He got a very good point that I like it. This point here. Before I had put, you see these 1, 2, 3 lines here directly on the RAM to this RAM decoder, but he suggested to link this RAM decoder to link it directly to this counter that I have here. And this is genius, because I absolutely didn't think of it at all. And it's very, very logical. It's a very good thing. I watch a movie, I took a break, you know how it is. And that helped me, because I couldn't see it, but now I see it. And the problem is more bits per address. This is it. This is the answer. This is the real answer to the problem. And what this means, I realized I couldn't see it. I really couldn't see it. But this thing here, this HXD editor, actually every byte that is having here, this is a byte, is 8 bits per each of these squares that I'm making right now. So here is 8, another 8 bits. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 in binary. But it's represented as hex, like here, it's saying here. So every byte that is here is containing 8 bits. And what I actually realized, every square and every number here is actually the address of the RAM. It says here is referred as an offset, but it's not an offset. I mean, I don't know in what context. This is a general, probably is a general naming as an offset. But for what I'm doing, let me do this thing a little bit bigger. For what I'm doing these addresses here from 0 to 11, which is 12 addresses. One square is one address. So A0 is this 0, 0. A1 is this A1 here, 0, 1. And A2, A2 here is this guy. Let me link them like this, you know. And A1 is this guy here. Yeah, it's not that visible, no? And A0 is that guy, something. So pretty much these are the addresses. And this guy is somewhere there on the 4. Let me clean this thing. But every byte that I have here is having 8 bits. And let me switch it to 16th. As you can see, this is how I discovered, actually. I figured out, when I switched to 8, I've seen this 008, not 001, like an address. I thought this is an address, but it's wrong. So I thought this is address 0. And I thought this is address 1. But it's not address 1 and address 0. This is a hint where you are in the code, is a helper. So it says it ends at 07 here, and it starts the next byte at 08. So we can see this here in the 16 view. You see, it's exactly like there. It ends at 00 at 07 and 78 at 08. Let's switch it back to see that is true. So 00 is at 07 and 78 is at 08. And this thing here is not at 06. Is somewhere, let me switch back to 16. It's at 0E address, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 15, this is the last one because it's starting from 0, so it's 16 altogether. So I have only 8 bits per one single address. So this is what I figured out. These are the fucking addresses of the RAM. And what I need, this is running actually right now. What I need is what I have already here. In this case, I am cycling through all these addresses, which are 7 addresses in total, because this is counting to 7. So I'm switching between 7 addresses, one after another, 7 different addresses. Actually, this 7 from I cannot. Yeah, I can actually. I can do this. I cannot select those blue things, but I can select them with my thing. So from here to here, this is what I'm cycling from that button. This is what this program is doing. That was 0, 0 address, and it was having that first line. This is the second line, and these 2 bits here. One of these LEDs open is counting as a bit, and the entire line is a byte, comprised of 5 bits per line, per byte, if you want. But in reality, there are other 3 remaining to form an entire byte of 8 bits. So this is smaller than a byte. but still it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly logical. So this is the third address that is containing the same bits as the precedent address. This is the fourth address, which is having all its bits on activated, and so on. So what I need actually is 5 times 7. It means 35. But not really, or not really, because not really 35. Well, 35 bits I need, not bytes. So pretty much, let me switch back to 8 view. Because here I have two unfortunately, I didn't explain this. This is letter B and this is letter A to the last bit, which is 00. It's like a space, you know. So this is letter A and this is a little bit different. 78 is starting with 78, not with 70, and is ending with FA, not 8A. Okay. So you get it, So what I need actually per address 00, so pretty much this little square that I'm selecting there, that's 70, to be this long number here. That's what I need here. So pretty much to print, to transmit the entire, so 8 bytes, this entire word of 8 bytes should be transmitted at once through the memory. Let me actually draw it, or let's see it. This is my explanation how it should be. So from let me zoom in a little bit more. We have this 0 A0 here, and a word of 8 bytes should fill the entire matrix with, let me scribble, with all the with all the data at once, sending everything like this. You know, I'm painting over right now, but you know, this is letter A, all in a single address, sent at once. Bang, A, and then on the second address, which is A1, B, and so on. I don't see another way of doing it. I don't see it. I really don't see it. I hope there is another solution, because in reality, I bet that when you have the actual chip and you have to encode the data into the RAM addresses, I believe you actually insert all those 8 bytes, that entire word, this entire string, which is comprised of 111000, it's in binary, not in hexa like it's here. And all that letter is inserted manually or mechanically or electronically, if you are programming it well enough. But for the testing purposes, I believe my friend that he did it already, he did it manually, and he inserted every bit here manually into one address, one single address, in A0 letter A, the entire letter A, the entire character, the entire word of bytes. To be more exact, this my friend Marconi from England, I really imagine what he did, because from his explanations and what he showed me, I couldn't understand very much, really. First of all, the movies he showed me, they were very short, and the wires were all over the place. I couldn't figure out at all. Without any explanation, he doesn't talk in his movies at all. He doesn't explain anything. He's just showing, like I'm presenting my stuff as well. He's showing what he did, but not how he did it. It's a very big difference. And this is how I imagine I will do it if I was in his place, if I was having the real integrated circuits and build it in reality here in front of me. I hope my friend Marconi not to be angry on me, but this is how I perceive everything. This is how I get it. And these are the results, and I'm sorry if I'm stepping a little bit on your tail, but I hope you don't have a tail that long. But you have to understand, I had to figure out, I had to imagine what you did there, because you didn't really, well, you did explain to me something, but not good enough. And yeah, I'm a bit more specific, dude. I want to see exactly what is 1 and what is 0, not something else. And this is how I imagine it will work. Educated guess, from all the stuff that I read and all the stuff that I know. Even if I'm an artist who only knows how to paint well and beautiful, but he doesn't get any money on anything that he's doing, but that is another discussion. Group of bytes, meaning this long thing. Here he inserted it as binary, of course, which is longer than this, way more longer. Pretty much, I believe very strongly that in reality you load all that entire word of bytes, all the entire character or the shape that you want to display, directly into one single address. And this is the only explanation and the only possibility for this to work, for all the addresses that it has there. So this is my conclusion. This is how I see it. Here, the bigger problem here in reality, in computer world, is that it's only accepting only 8 bits, only 1 byte per address. This is the only bigger problem. So on address 00, I have is letting me only 8 bytes. I cannot insert all this long string of hexa bytes for now. But in reality, you can. But here in computer world, you cannot. Or at least I didn't figure out how to do it properly. Probably it's a special settings, but I really looked everywhere and I didn't find shit. They are limiting you only to 8 bits or 1 byte per address. This is the limitation. It's a limitation. I don't know why, but they do it. At least from my point of view, for what I have to do here. So yeah, Shit. Maybe I'm very much mistaken. Probably I am mistaken, but I don't see another answer. All right, pretty much this is it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope I can resolve this thing. This is the last thing, and if I resolve this, the project is over, is completed. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening, and see you later, alligator, like I'm usually saying. I should change my ending. We will see. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.